Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is JC, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Where today, guys, we're here again for another video where I'm actually not playing something for once. I'm actually talking to you guys. Wow, it's an actual first. But yeah. So today, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be basically talking to you about Fortnite and the current state of it. What I think about it. What are my personal opinions on it? What do you think? They could do better in a lot of cases. And believe me, ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of things that Epic Games can do better, and I'm going to go over every single one of them. So, I actually have a special guest here who goes by the name of Commander. Commander, how are you doing today?
Do I talk now?
Yes, you talk.
Oh, hi.
Yes, yeah.
Welcome to JC's channel.
Yes.
Hi.
Yes. So, Commander, like, we watched, the event,
Yes, they
Operation...
Weeping Wood. No, it is Weeping Woods. I'm thinking Wailing Woods. Weeping Woods got destroyed. Seamy Stacks got destroyed. Misty Meadow got destroyed, but they're still standing.
Yep.
No damage.
Yep. Yeah, I know, right? And isn't that crazy? I mean, isn't that such an Epic Games thing to do?
At least put a no sweat insurance sign there that said, like, oh, you were covered by no sweat insurance. That's why this location's back to how it was before. That would at least been something.
I 100% agree, because the bullcrap Epic Games pulled from after that event just is beyond me. I mean, me and you were like, bro, the whole map's gonna get destroyed. We gotta stay up late. And we wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, or you're up because you had work or something. No, you didn't. You were just up. And we're basically just sitting there waiting for this new update or whatever, and we get on, and we are just so disappointed. We are literally so disappointed because, one, the whole map got destroyed in the event, and then you cut it off to where, everything gets destroyed, and then you get hit by, a UFO, and then they make this thing, where literally the mothership is, on the side of Misty, but then, the whole mothership somehow finds a way on the other side of the map? How does it even happen? Explain that to me, please.
My disappointment was immeasurable, and my day was ruined.
Yeah, yes, agreed. It was. It was definitely ruined when I did get on, and I saw how disappointing the season was. And once again, Epic Games pulling another collab out of their ass for Marvel. Sorry, I know you're a big Marvel fan, Commander. I know that. But can you at least agree that you are, at least a little bit annoyed at the constant tier 100 skins being collabs?
Yes and no. I mean, I do like how it's. I mean, they kind of have to put it there because Battle Pass is kind of not the greatest, and they kind of need to put something that people would want at the top of it, so they grind past all the stuff they don't necessarily like.
Yeah, like, to be honest, though, I think the main thing we're really going to talk about, and we're talking about, the first thing I think we're going to talk about is map changes. Then we're going to talk about XP and content, and then we're also going to go and talk about creative. So basically, I guess this is another episode of the WCN Podcast. I mean, it's not really, it's just like a talk, I guess. We're just talking. But I guess we will call it the WCN Podcast, I guess. I mean, I don't even know what episode. I think episode 7, 6, I really lost count. But I don't know when the last one we did was, but it's been a long time. So, anyways. So, after the event, I think, honestly, we can all agree that event was one of the best events we've ever seen in Fortnite. People are like, oh, the event was boring. I'm like, dang, bro, you really got the whole squad laughing because, bro, that event was incredible. I mean, the fact you had all those Easter eggs inside there, you got to go on the mothership, and then Epic Games making it so, it seems like people are dying from the cube, but it's actually AI, and you actually don't realize that, so you're like, oh, God, I gotta run away from this because you think you're gonna die, but you actually don't die, and you almost do die, but you actually don't. So, and then, having that grand reveal of, well, totally we didn't, read the, the comics, the DC comics for the Fortnite storyline and stuff or whatever, and we totally didn't see that Sloan was hanging out with, DC's, villains and stuff, so that would totally not mean, that, she's a good person, we should help her and, believe everything she says, and she's gonna, bring us home, and, well, we did, come home, but...
Yeah, can I just say one thing about that?
Yeah.
It would have been a different story if Sloan would have said, okay, I can get you up to there, but don't know how to get you down. It's your job to find a way down when you're up there.
Yeah,
That would have
exactly.
been different.
Yeah.
Then
I mean,
we'd
why
at
can't we
least
just
know
parachute?
what we have to
Why
do.
can't we just get at, like, explode the thing, right? We're gonna do that anyway, so why can't we just use our parachute and just get out of there? I don't understand that. Didn't we literally have a parachute in every single battle royale match? Like, is that difficult? I guess not. I guess it is. But
Glider redeploy was disabled for the game mode.
really?
That
Oh
was a
yeah.
joke.
Oh my god. Wait, hold up. Was it? I'm trying to think, cause
That was I would say I was joking because when you're falling from the map, you get the popped glider deploy. So I said it was off.
okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Cause I remember D-Boss when we were doing the event. He got stuck under the map and he couldn't move. He literally he couldn't move. And I was just me and Vexa were dying laughing. Same with Leeson, so that was pretty funny. But yeah, D-Boss gets stuck under the map and he was like, please, I pray that I'm gonna get sucked. And I'm like, that sounds so messed up. And you did get sucked, but still, you get the point. But yeah, I mean, honestly, the event was great. But then, that whole reveal where the whole map get destroyed, quote unquote, where we see Dirty get hit, Steamy Stacks, a literal power plant, get hit. Then we see Misty get hit. Then we see Weeping get hit. Then we get a part of Holly, I believe, get hit. And then we load up into the game and there's no map changes.
Oh,
Why
there's
is that?
6 map changes.
What'd you say?
There's actually 6 map changes where all the little pieces fell.
Mhm.
But of course, they're not in any major
Yep.
POI. Otherwise, it disrupt the gameplay totally.
Yep, exactly. And I think the main reason why I think we can agree that this is stupid and why a lot of people believe this is the most disappointing start to a Fortnite season is because of the fact that you had all of those expectations of the map getting completely destroyed. And then you load in and it's literally just the cube on its period. That's all it is. It's literally just a bunch of cubes being there, right? And then you have debris, obviously. Then you have slipstreams, which is another recycled thing they've already done back in Season 9, Chapter 1. It's a cool thing.
But they were not purple.
Yeah, you changed the color. Yeah, right? Yeah. So
yeah, that's
original.
Something.
That's something. Yeah, content-wise. And then, like, there was a part of, like, the Durburg or whatever that, like, got hit, but then there's no damage. It's just the leaves are changed. Literally, it looks like the primal season. So it's just, this season is really disappointing. It really is. It's an unfortunate season because you look at it, there are so many expectations we all had for the season. We all thought the new Unreal Engine was going to come out with it. We thought there was going to be so much content. We were going to have the Sideways. And we do have the Sideways in this season. But it is like nowhere near... It's nowhere near the expectations of what it looks like in the trailer. So Epic Games, not only did they clickbait us twice, they lied, like, multiple times. Like, how many times are we going to count Commander League? You have the map changes they lied about, where the whole map could destroy, quote unquote. And then,
I would have rather them just have the map be destroyed than every update POIs just get fixed. That would have been something.
That would have been so cool, dude. But instead, well, let's keep Boney here because, it's a great POI, It's like...
I would rather have Salty Towers.
Dude, honestly, like, what happened to Tilted? What happened to Tilted coming back? I guess not. It didn't come back, I guess, but...
Unless it's a scrapped storyline.
I guess, yeah, whatever. I mean, dude, I don't even know, but man, like, what would you rate this season out of 10 so far? Like, from the start? I'm just curious.
The gameplay's kind of fun, but that's only if you're doing boss squads.
Lobbies. Yeah.
If you're playing actual games, you're gonna probably get sweats, and that's not fun.
Oh my god, it's horrible.
So
yeah.
If you're playing boss squads, it's a 6 out of 10. If you're not, it's 4 out of 10.
Okay. Wow. Strong words from Commander. I honestly agree with you because, I think the season is...
Yeah, bot squads makes any season better.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just relaxing. It's nice to enjoy. You get to actually enjoy everything.
Feels like old Fortnite, yeah, right? Like, Chapter 1, where people...
I don't know why they just don't make it a separate game mode, because that'd be popular. Just, you're struggling in a normal match, just hop into bot squads.
Or at least,
or have it a training mode. And have it so you could have it so, like, you can get XP from it, but you can't just farm it Like you would get maybe a little bit
Yeah.
less, so it's not like overpowered because everyone would just go to it.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. So, that actually moves on to the next topic, and that is talking about XP. Don't even get me started on this season, dude. This is the most disappointing start. Also, one reason why, is because XP. I mean, dude, like, the only XP you get are from punch cards, and half of those things, you literally don't even get XP, you get gold. All the challenges that you get are for gold, which is stupid.
Which they do give XP after you finish challenges too, but
yeah. But the main issue,
and then half of them don't even work. Like I still have to go into a hiding place and jump out, damage someone, which I did it.
I have to emote out after 2 seconds, and I still haven't been able to do that challenge. It literally, I still haven't been able to complete it. It's ridiculous. Like, the amount of challenges don't work. It's kind of sad, to say the least. But yeah, like, what would you do? Like, as, Epic Games, we're also going to talk about this probably at the end. Also, I'm going to basically talk to you, and you're going to basically tell me what you think should have happened in the season. And what they could have done with the Battle Pass, or what they could have done with, like, the actual storyline. What could they have done with the POIs, basically. You're basically going to, like, rewrite the whole season. That's basically what we're gonna do at the end of this, this thing.
I mean, this season is it's a good idea. It just wasn't.
Yeah.
They just didn't commit to the idea. They just it's like, hey, let's add a little bit of this instead of let's just make it full blown out this.
I think that's the disappointing part, honestly, because you have all that expectation and just gets blown away from reality. So, expectation to reality.
I mean, you don't have to change the locations, just have them just be run down and destroyed,
or at least destroyed. Like, I don't care whatever it is. Like, the fact that Steamy Stacks, a power plant, got hit by something, that means it should be completely destroyed. And apparently now in the game files, it looks like that there's going to be an event at Steamy, like an awakening event or something. So I guess maybe the gold cube or whatever, that yellow cube or whatever the heck it's called, that cube, that move it around the map or whatever, is going to awaken the giant Kevolution energy and is going to create something massive with all that Kevolution energy. But, I mean, if that's what they're doing, that's pretty cool. But please, for the love of God, Epic Games, don't clickbait and show, like, this is my other issue with Steamy, right? They show Steamy getting destroyed, right? But there is no damage anywhere. There's not even, like, that, the area where there's, like, damaged or whatever. There's no area where the mothership is, like, has at least pieces of it there. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing there, and that's the issue. That's the main issue I have. It's, like, the lack of content is one thing, but then having, the fact you don't have any map changes, even though in the event there was literally so much explosions and stuff like that. That's the issue, in my opinion. But,
yeah, like, if you're not going to change the POIs, don't show the explosions.
Speaking facts, just speaking facts is Commander.
But then if that didn't happen, the event wouldn't have been as good as it was.
Yeah, true. So, my question is, do you think this event went down in tiers after what happened in this season so far? Like, with, the season starting and everything. Does this season go down at all in terms of, a good event? Like, is it ruined? Is the whole event ruined for you because of the fact that the season was kind of clickbaited? Okay, good. Because for me, the event
itself was in a different season.
Agreed. Yeah, I agree. Because the event, honestly, season 7, I would rather go back to season 7 than play season 8, because season 8 is absolutely
at least season 6 had changes. Like, a lot of changes. Like, the whole map's orange, which I don't know why they didn't just save it till fall, because why have orange trees in the spring? That makes no sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense, I swear. But I guess Epic Games.
Anyway, let's just hope the season goes by quickly. We could get to the Christmas season, and
I hope we get a snow season. That'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool, actually. So there's actually some theories. You know that unicorn skin, right?
Mm-hmm.
The reason why that unicorn skin is to be, there, right, is when, I guess, do you remember in the butterfly event, right?
Yeah.
When after the event, when the cubes kind of exploded, the cube exploded or whatever, it showed a butterfly, and then after the event, there's a rainbow.
Yeah.
Basically, the theory is that that rainbow or whatever must have formed after the event, and that's why the unicorn is there. Which, okay, but why isn't there a rainbow on the map now? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So, I mean, this season right now is just hella confusing for me. But we're gonna move on to the next thing. And that is, like, you know, let's go back, actually, before we do that, let's go into our next thing, and that's creative and all that, and the expectations and all that stuff you've had. And basically talk about your whole racing league and everything. So, XP-wise, like, I think the reason why they made it so you get gold is because they want you to donate to the, to the funding things, which honestly a really cool idea in my opinion. That's a great thing for Epic Games to do. Like, another community thing like that is really cool for us to choose between a shockwave launcher or a Rift to Go is really cool.
Apparently some of the matchups are going to be a boogie bomb versus the combat shotgun.
Oh my god, bro, seriously?
Yeah,
dude,
that's a not fair vote at all.
No, it's not. I mean, that combat shotgun's easily gonna win.
People are just gonna vote for the boogie bomb, like the combat shotgun. No shot. Wait. Oh wait, no.
What? You think the boogie bomb would win?
That was a joke. That was a joke.
I was like, okay. I was like, I took you seriously for a second. I'm like, oh my god.
That's the point. I wanted you to take me seriously and be like, yeah, I agree. Wait, what?
It's why I cannot take Commander seriously sometimes, or just I take him seriously sometimes because he's just a funny guy.
Talking.
Yeah. Oh man, I swear, bro, it's unreal. It really is. It's just unbelievable that.
I mean, if you disrespect me again, I'll take that Chase Elliott diecast I just ordered and I'll throw it out the window.
Oh, okay, all right. I see how it is. Okay, what diecast did you get?
I got his 2021 car. I bought it because there's on the website it said only one left. I'm like, oh, I might as well get it.
That's a deal. That's a deal. Yeah. So the next topic I would say is creative. So.
Okay, I'll say one thing.
Hold up, nah. Before. Hold. I gotta finish eating this Reese's pretzel.
Is this gonna be left in the video? Oh.
There's gonna be the Jeopardy music probably.
Put an ad break here as JC eats his Reese's Puff cereal. Whatever he's eating.
Okay. So yeah, back to what I was saying. We're 17 minutes in this. I didn't even know we were 17 minutes into. I thought we were like 30, but I'm kidding. So, you know, me and you, we know that creative and Fortnite are a big deal for us in terms of our Fortnite racing leagues. I mean, you literally told me, you're like, hey, you know, you should start a Formula 1 league because, you know, you're into that now or whatever. So I made that and it worked out perfectly. And then your NASCAR league, it was a massive success, and then Epic Games completely ruined it, and it's all because of the physics of cars. So explain to me, what is your mindset after having all that? Like, explain to me, you know, how you feel about all that stuff that Epic Games has done to you.
I just feel like they want to have,
and of course my headset just dies. So hold the heck up, hold up. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I literally have to use a different headset now, and it looks like a deformed headset. I'm just gonna show you all this. Hold on. Look at this headset. This is the headset I have to use now. This is great. Okay. Yeah, I look like a freaking. This is like a horrible headset. This is like one of my old headsets I use for school. So yeah.
Interesting.
All right, hello. Can I hear? I can hear you now, right? Yeah. Yeah. Hello. Hi. What's up? Okay. What's up? Now you can talk now. Sorry, my bad. I apologize.
Yeah. So now I'm not really sure what's gonna happen because they kind of changed all the stuff we used to use.
Yeah.
Like all the vehicles, they don't work the same way. They're all basically all of the vehicles are now are just you hold down your trigger and you drive.
Yeah.
Which with ATKs, how they work now is if you accelerate, you're gonna instantly accelerate to full speed. Which I tried trying to do pace laps in it. You can't even do that. You're just gonna go full speeds. You let off a bit. You just come to a complete stop. It's so hard to do. I don't think it's possible to pace it anymore.
So, like, is it?
And then the cars,
Yeah.
if you can go half throttle the cars, but as
Yeah.
soon as you try to turn, you're gonna accelerate to full speed, which
Oh yeah.
that's just the design flaw in the car.
I agree. And I think the main issue really is that we can all agree that Epic Games, they aren't going for the type of racing that we want to race in. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, you literally had to talk
Yeah.
with an Epic Games developer. Like, can you talk about that whole situation? Could you explain it to us?
I mean, they tried to get me to use other devices, but the problem is I literally tried those devices. They don't work. I've told them that. Like, I tried, like what you're suggesting. I tried it. It
Yeah.
doesn't work. If I tried, if it would have worked, I wouldn't be talking to you right now.
Yeah.
And then what they basically says that air vents, they don't want vehicles to be used with air vents anymore, which I don't know why they just remove a
Yeah.
feature like that.
It's stupid. I don't get it at all. It's really dumb.
And
Cause
one thing my maps were, they were actually unique. Like you could have multiple racing lines. And it actually would be good racing. Like if you had a faster car, you couldn't get by the person in front of you. You could just use the vents, get around them. Or you could try to use the vents, try to pass them on the high side. If they block you, undercut them to the bottom, try to pass them in the bottom. You'd have to get there before they block you because of like net code, but
yeah.
at least the net code back then was at least you could at least offset for it. You could at least leave a lane. It was manageable. Now it's kind of like it's at that point where it's like you're gonna have to be a Jedi knowing that the person's gonna be there before they're there to
Yeah.
be able to race cleanly.
Yeah. So
How
like,
it is now, it's like you can't get mad if someone cuts you off because they're
oh,
trying.
yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
netcode's so bad that they leave 2 car links for you. But the problem is the netcode's like 3 car links,
Yeah.
and there's no way they can know that's 3 car links at that time. So then it's just the person you're gonna accidentally cut off the person. They're gonna say they're gonna get mad at you, go backwards, try to wreck you because of what you apparently did, but you actually didn't do.
Yeah.
Which that's another reason I'm not racing now, because
Yeah.
I don't want the community to tear itself apart, arguing that this guy wrecked me. This guy's like the worst driver ever. Like with Daly, he's a good driver. I just think he doesn't understand that code. And that's why everyone hates him.
Oh, there's a lot. God, you just shots fired. That's putting shade,
I mean,
huh?
it's true. Like he
Yeah.
do well, but the
Yeah.
netcodes just makes him an enemy. Which
Yeah, and I think that's the thing.
not
Like,
his.
I remember watching your old races, and I mean, yes, there'd be netcode issues and stuff. Like, I remember there's like the bumper glitches, and there's the. I remember the hippity hoppity, that one.
If that's
The
an,
bunny hops. Oh my
you'd at
god, they're
least
horrible.
got 3 seasons in.
Yeah, I
At
mean,
least 3
yeah,
seasons.
yeah,
2.5
100%. I
at
think.
least.
I think though, like racing back then was amazing. I bet. I mean, like, what would be the one thing if you could go back in time to race and stuff? Would you do like
I
2
I
cup races a week, or what would you do?
I might do if I knew that we had limited time, I'd do one every day.
Wow. Okay. That's crazy. That's unreal. I mean, like honestly. So you would do one Xfinity race, one R, like you'd basically pull a FRL, basically.
No, I'd probably I'm not sure what I do. I'd probably just do Arca, Xfinity Cup, probably something like that.
That seems reasonable, because then you would have like Monday night, Tuesday night,
Just-
you would have that and stuff like that. So that'd be good, honestly. That'd be great because then you would have all that and stuff. And I mean that's literally perfect because think about it, you have Arca, which is usually on a Monday, and then Tuesday you have, usually you have Xfinity, I believe, right? And then Friday it's Cup. Am I mistaken?
Okay. Monday was Arca.
Yeah.
Both groups that day. Tuesday Xfinity, Thursday
Yeah.
Xfinity, Friday Cup, Saturday Cup. That's how it was.
Okay, I got you. So you
So we
guys did
did like 2
back-to-back
weeks.
Cup races. That's what you did.
Yeah, 2 races a week.
Wow. Okay, I did not even know that.
Yeah, it
That's
used to be
crazy.
1 a week until then the summer came around and we were like, oh, let's just speed this up.
So, like, what is the message to Epic if they're listening to this video right now?
If they listen, just
Yes.
all they need to do is just make the ATKs drive how they did before this update. Have them so you have a slow acceleration time, slow like stopping time, You can just have them act more like a car, or like how they used to, and then have the air vents, have them with the 55-mile-an-hour cap or the 90 kilometer an hour cap, speed cap. That would at least help with the air vents eating the cars off the map. That would help. And after that, just I'd reverse the netcode, make it like NASCAR 15, where the netcode's in front of you, that you push people on their screen. Well, on your screen, you're not touching them. That would help because you could actually push people, which would be nice.
So we're
Then
all
just
praying.
have then just have the ATKs not flip in the corner
Yeah.
and get rid of the bumper glitches, and that's it. It's fixed. We'd be happy for the next couple years.
Yep. Exactly. So
I mean, we'd
like
be looking for more ways to improve, but
yeah.
at least we'd be satisfied with a working system.
I think another glitch also is make it so the car doesn't slide down, you know, the curbs or the banking. It's really annoying. I hate that. It's really annoying. It even happens in the prevalence and the whiplashes too. It's not even just ATKs. It's all the different vehicles in the game.
The thing with the netcode is like it never used to be this bad. Also, the ATK memory, put it back to 20 because 2,000 is too much. It used to be 20 memory each spawner. Now it's 2,000.
That's ridiculous. God, that
like
is
Dover
crazy.
Like 70,000 memory. Now it's maxed out. Like I can't do anything more on that map.
God, that's horrible. Honestly,
Charlotte's maxed out now. Texas is maxed out.
Yeah.
Homestead's almost. It's just like I get you can't like infinite memory, but you had a good system. Why did you change it?
So I've been having talks with, or I've been hearing talks with that big employees and stuff like that, and the reason why they've changed memory is so that they like Nintendo Switch and mobile can have like the equal experience. But I'm like,
no, but but the thing is, why does it cost more memory now?
Oh,
it used to cost 20 memory.
Yeah,
now it's more memory.
But that's my issue, right? Like, I think if you had like the crew bundle, can you imagine like if you had more memory? Like, how awesome would that be?
I would love more maps.
Or maps. I mean, that like is that difficult? Like seriously?
I mean, yeah, I guess you can ask because Mustard Blade said he asked Epic and they gave him more maps.
Really?
Yes.
Did not even know that. Okay. Wow. Yeah, so, you know, with my racing league, I mean, you've seen that it's been decent. It hasn't been obviously the best racing.
Yeah. I mean,
you know, the Melbourne airline flights.
I think you should just on your server put a disclaimer saying there's not code, it's not gonna be perfect racing, so people when they go in, they're not gonna expect F1 2021.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, that's the issue. I think people expect when they get on Fortnite, they're like, oh, you know, we're gonna have nice, clean racing, whatever. And I think a lot of people also don't have patience. That's the other thing with our league is, there are people who want to get on and keep racing and stuff. And
also,
I want to do that too.
The thing with your league is you have too much of the DRS like catch-up factor.
Oh, we actually made a new rule for it. You didn't hear about that?
What's that?
So basically, if you're 5 to 6 car lengths, you can DRS.
Yeah, there's got to be a way to spread out cars more, so there's less.
That's
there's
what we
less
did.
contact.
That's what we did. Yeah, that's what we did for the F1 race, and there was actually a lot of less contact. The issue was, just with the leaders, they couldn't get away because the DRS, was enabled at the wrong time, and the leaders just wouldn't be able to run away with it. So
I mean,
the only way
it'd be different if it's
away,
3 cars instead of like 10 for the lead.
Oh yeah, we did 3 to 10 or 3 to 6, and it was the most boring racing, and there was still a crap ton of contact. I think that's the issue also is because when people race with like 3 to 4 car lengths, whatever, when it comes to DRS, they are a lot more aggressive in terms, and you say, oh, they wouldn't be a lot more aggressive. They're a lot more aggressive because they want to get up in the front, because they're not up in the front and they're not close to someone, they're not going to be able to DRS. So it's like, that's how it is. And that was the main thing we were thinking of. Oh, maybe they're not going to be as aggressive. And then we thought, you know, maybe that's not a good idea. Then we raced in a Formula 3, and it was a crazy race. It was also pretty boring. But man, I mean, Formula 2, we can talk about that all day. I mean, honestly, Johnny and what's his name? Johnny and Vexa, with them making contact, it was ridiculous. I mean, dude, that video also, it is like almost I think actually has 500 views on our new TikTok account, so that's pretty funny.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's cool to see people are supporting it.
I mean, Fortnite thinks people want crashes now. It's like, it's not for the sim racing leagues. It's not gonna work that well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think that's the main issue though with just racing in general now in Fortnite. It's horrible because
I kind of wish this game was like Minecraft. You could just play on an older update. So I would do that.
That's the most awkward.
I know, sorry.
I just started to make a video and you're like, can I go
And this is when Jason goes AFK without saying anything.
Looking like a fool with y'all pants on the ground.
And then he talks about that.
Looking like a fool with y'all pants on the ground.
You're leaving that video, right?
No, totally not. Alright, continue, sorry. Continue.
Oh, are you gonna leave the roast I just roasted you?
What did you say? What did you say? What did you say?
You're gonna have to watch back on the recording.
Okay. Alright, so, yeah, so, like, what do you think, if you had to give me advice for my league, right? Like, I think the only issue really we can agree on is just creative being creative and the netcode is horrible. I mean, literally, we saw with Australia, dude, that map, because of the amount of, what was it called? Billboards, right? It lacked so bad. And
apparently it was my fault because I placed 3.
Shut up. Just shut up. Okay, we go.
I'm roasting Sways, not you. You know that, right?
I know, but I agreed with him like one time because I was like, why is there a force feeder? And it was weird because I literally just spilled on my water. That's karma. That's karma for agreeing with Swayze's there. That's pretty funny. So, yeah, I mean, like, I think the only issue really was just memory. I mean, you looked at Marina Bay, it was perfect. But when you go to frickin', what's it called? When you go to Australia, it's just a lag fest. And I think that's the issue. I think it's also the grid islands. With the, the radar
your marina
islands.
was on a blue island, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I might put mine on, but I wouldn't have a problem with that. It's just the core memory so high.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's an issue because also, like, with the whole, like, the heat thing and everything like that, I don't like it because every single time you go into a, what's it called, like, into a lobby or whatever, on the map, it, like, when you don't start the game, you can't see anything on like, what you built because it's just a freaking heat signal. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's horrible. I really hope Epic Games soon make it so that, like, if you do get the crew bundle or whatever, you get more memory on your creative maps or something. Because
I hope that too.
I'm sick and tired of, like, oh, we gotta be equal with, Nintendo Switch and all these people. It's like, dude, I'm not trying to be rude, but, like, it's not our fault that Nintendo Switch and stuff, they can't run that well on Fortnite. Like, that's the thing. I mean, they haven't been able to run that well. Like, that's
the simpler you have the game, the better it's gonna run.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the issue. Like, I think if maybe they can make it so, like, if they are running like a 200 memory map or whatever, I guess they can't race on it. That's my issue though. That's the one issue if you do that, because then people aren't going to be able to race. And there's a lot of people that race in with memory, and they race on Nintendo Switch. Like, a lot of people in your league, I remember they raced on Nintendo Switch, and that's the issue.
Yeah, and that's why everyone switched over, because if you're on Switch, it's very hard to win, unless you're on the outside, because your car is literally slower on mobile and Switch. Mobile was terrible. That's why we banned mobile.
I remember I saw people running mobile, and I'm like, oh my gosh. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how slow they go. And then they, like, brake check you. So, like, what are your thoughts on, other Fortnite racing, leagues?
I mean...
One in particular. I think you know what I'm talking about, maybe. I don't know how you feel about him. Like, you started... I think... Did he start or did you start? What was it?
Hunter was first.
Okay.
He has another channel he had that was all... bunch of racing, but it was all like 4 people races.
Yeah.
Like his league never had a 5-person race until like he met me.
Yeah.
And basically his league fed off mine. And that's why
Yeah.
I got mad and told him to not do that
Yeah.
anymore. Because everyone would go to his league, complain
Yeah.
that they had a bad time there. Then
Then they come into
what
your
happens
chat. Yep.
would get mad at Browns fan over there. Then that carry over to my races, and I just like, dude, if you're gonna get mad in my league, not over there, and don't bring it over.
Yeah, I mean, I remember one time, what's it called? I got in an argument with, I think, Bean. Do you remember Bean?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
he still is asking me to come back on the
Yeah,
server.
so Bean, I think one time he me and him got in an argument in like I think Dr. Pepper, dude. Like I remember that. That was such a good league. I miss that. But like I remember me and him got in a stupid argument. It was when I first got into racing and everything, and I was a massive squeaker. I still kind of am, really, if you think about it. Not as much as I used to be though. That's a good thing. But like the thing is that when we raced, we were really competitive. I was really competitive because I wanted to win. I wanted to go out there and perform well. And I had, I think, Bean, Splat, D-Boss, Philly, and I think Nolan. And I think Bean or something, he lost it or whatever. Lost the race or something because, like, netcode. And he got so mad at me and all this stuff because I swear, people, I'm not kidding, people, when it comes to racing in Fortnite, they don't mess around. Like, if you look at my rage compilation, oh, God. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that's the thing. They treat this game as if it's a serious
Real racing.
game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's like, people
Like,
take
the
it
only
seriously.
reason we race now is because it's crossplay and it's free to play.
Exactly,
Like,
yeah.
you can't beat that.
Yeah,
No other
I mean,
beat that except Roblox, but then you can't play Roblox on PS4.
yeah, so,
5.
yeah, and also Roblox isn't in the best physics, you know what I mean, in terms of,
Oh yeah,
it's not better.
at least I mean
Maybe
it's
I mean, is it?
you can actually put the actual cars in there.
Yeah, I mean, you can. But, like, you can't have big racks and stuff like that. I don't think you can do that.
I mean,
you
you
can't do
can.
rack fix it.
You can.
Okay.
You just can't have detailed maps like you can in Fortnite. Like I can literally
Okay.
recreate Daytona, recreate all the parking lots and stuff. On Roblox, all they could do is maybe the front grandstands, and that's it.
Yeah, I think it's the other issue. So, but yeah, so like, you know, with other racing leagues and stuff, like even though my racing league like kind of has blown up and stuff, do you feel that like I'm clout chasing at all? At all? Like, have you ever felt like I've been a clout chaser ever?
I mentioned it like as a joke, but in a way, kinda, but not really.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, like, I remember when I first met you, it was not even, but I think it was,
Yeah, you asked me on my YouTube comments if you could use
yeah,
Daytona for your roleplay.
yes, exactly, and you're like,
I said I don't really care.
you don't
You
care,
can
yeah.
go ahead, use it.
Yeah, because back then I was, like, really passive, and I'm like, hey, can I use this? You know, I'll give you credit and stuff. It's pretty funny that, I look back at that video, right, Commander? Can I tell you something funny about that video, right?
Yeah.
You wanna know something? Hold up, so let me find it. Hold on one sec. Most popular. That RP has 2.6k views. Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you think when you first saw one of my tracks?
I was, dude, so I'll tell you about the story of when I first found out your map. So I am this kid or whatever, I think it was Zero Skills, not kid. Skills, one of my best builders ever had. Like really cool dude, awesome dude. I don't talk to him as much. He's a cool dude though. And so basically I remember we were doing, I think it was, what was it? It was, we were building some sort of map. I think it was a racing map for the RP series or whatever. And then I looked up Fortnite NASCAR, and then I found Pocono, and then I found Martinsville, and all those other tracks, and I'm like, wow. So I looked at them, and I'm like, wow, I made Daytona too, and all this stuff. So I was just shocked. So, yeah, that's how it is. But man, that was,
dude, that's like brings back so many memories. Like
Yeah,
having Martinsville, Pocono is
Yeah.
like when my league first started, it was a mess, but it was like just the memories from it.
Yeah. I think though, like, to be honest though, like with Fortnite racing, like all together, it was just so nostalgic and also
so much potential.
Mom,
So much
mom,
potential.
like, can you come here for a sec and literally say how mad I would get over racing, like how serious I would get over it? Like, I'm not even kidding.
He would get in big trouble.
Hold on, let me just turn up the mic real quick. Just talk.
He would get in big trouble. He would act like a total crazy person.
Thank you, Mom. Appreciate it. All right, so but yeah, like that literally, like I'm not kidding. You would just get really mad, and you would feel like it's actually you're racing and stuff, and you take it really competitively and seriously, and that's what everyone did in your league and my league, everything like that, and just anyone's racing league. So it's like it's just like that. So yeah, I remember Dr. Pepper series. Oh, that's fun. I remember that. That was awesome.
I invited you on it so you get used to racing. So when you got to my league, I could put you on my team because I thought you had potential. But then Hurricane had to steal you. And I told Hurricane about it, and
you wanted to pick me out, seriously?
Yeah, that's why I put you in Dr. Pepper so you could get experience there.
Okay, well that's tough. I ran well in Dr. Pepper. I remember the first race I ran, I got second, bro, and I was so happy. Cause like I felt like I actually finished second like
that
an
was with
actual
the
race.
bunny hop era, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Like I remember it was when that era where like what was it? The car or whatever would go like jump up and down and then it would like teleport. You know what I mean? And then if it made contact with another car, it would just fly in the air like that. You know what I'm talking about? Like the ones that just teleport. Yeah, that was horrible. I remember that. That was terrible. Cause I remember back when like Dr. Pepper was there or whatever. I remember we ran at a FRL's Indy. Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started. I remember that. He put boost on the top of the racetrack and it was just single file the whole time, dude. It was horrible. It was terrible. And I remember back then, like I raced with like I think it was who was it? I'm trying to think. Splat, I think Splat, like he just rear-ended me and put me into the wall, so that was tough, but yeah, still, whatever.
I remember they argued that Hurricane didn't run outside, but then I looked back at the stream and
do you remember when I quote unquote got my first win, but then I hit that pole and I had to slow down because it had that stupid lap issue where the damage issue where double damaged. You know what I'm talking
No,
about?
you missed the moving modulator that slowed you down at that road.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Like that was I thought I won that race and I got so mad. I'm like, dude, seriously? Like, come on. Like, it's just so stupid, but yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think you remember that, don't you, Mom?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You definitely do. Yeah, so, I think honestly, though, I hope the state of Fortnite, though, like, in terms of the storyline. When did this come out? Main volume? Adjust the volumes of all sounds, specific types of audio.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That's pretty cool. I mean, that's something. Good job, Epic. You did something. Congratulations. No, actual content. Let's go. But yeah, seriously though, like it amazes me how much the Fortnite racing community has kind of.
I don't know what they were or like what their plan is for like racing. Because racing, like, died in this game. Like, with everyone else besides us. Outside of us, racing's not really a thing anymore.
Well, no, because this is the type of racing they want. They're like, you know what, we want that, the figure 8 type of racing where you just kill someone. That kind of racing, where you jump over,
that's fun for a little bit, but it gets boring.
It gets boring.
What we had is something that was replayable that you could actually practice at, get better at, race competitively.
Yep. Exactly.
I think it has more potential than like the Mario Kart style racing could ever have.
I mean, to be honest, the Mario Kart style racing was actually kind of fun for a bit, and then like over time, it gets fun, and then it's boring, really boring.
Like you have it's gonna go fast, but then it's gonna run out.
Exactly.
But then what we were doing, that's gonna would eventually like carry over, and like that's what would start. That's what people would be focusing on after.
Yeah, so like I think what we really gotta hope on is that like when Fortnite adds modding and stuff, that is when we'll have actual content.
I feel like that's
cars.
I feel like that's our last hope.
That's our last.
If that doesn't, if it's super like basic and you can only do stuff that's only approved by Epic, it's like NASCAR 21's right there. Probably just gonna focus on that.
I'm excited about NASCAR 21. How do you feel about that game? That game looks fun, honestly. The
It's
graphics look ridiculous.
If
I swear, those graphics are
I
ridiculous.
think it'll be a good game.
Yeah, and it's really ironic that it's the same Unreal Engine as Fortnite. How unreal is that?
It looks. There's this one picture in New Hampshire. It looks so much like Fortnite.
Wait, really?
Yeah, like with the
Oh.
hitboxes, looked like they were a Fortnite prop.
Bro, I wish like when you can add custom stuff like that, we gotta add like the custom signs, like the pit road signs. That'd be pretty cool, actually. Really cool.
Yeah,
dude.
I don't want to go too. I don't want to add like sway like Howard Swayze says like his arm co-barriers. I don't want to
Yeah.
put like that up because I don't want to get an email saying, "Hey, can you take these down? We don't give you permission to put these up." I don't want to get in any kind of trouble with that.
Oh, I'm
That's
definitely not. I'm
that's
not
why
gonna
I don't-
do. What's it called? I'm not gonna do the.
That's why you never
unreleased
see me
props.
put any like sponsors on my map. That's why all the billboards are always blank because I don't want to actually put stuff in there and get in trouble.
Okay. That seems reasonable, actually. I never thought about that, actually. I never thought about that. Because, like, yeah, having, like, copyright and stuff, like, oh, hey, they're gonna come after you and take
I just don't want to
everything.
risk that at all. That's why
I don't blame you. So, honest question. How do you feel about, like, you know, the drafting guys who think that, you know, they're the only ones who make, you know, this certain kind of tracks? How do you feel about those type of people?
I don't know. They're
Just scumbags or what?
I mean, they do a good job. It's just I don't know what they think about thinking of the only ones that do it.
Yeah. I think also the other issue is they're just cocky. And they think that, you know, just because, you know, they're from France and stuff, they're, you know, they have the only Formula 1 Fortnite Racing League. Then that means that, you know, they are the only ones that have that league, but there's also other leagues out there, so it's like, yeah, I guess that's how it is with them. But I
mean, like they like say like, oh, like if like how Nas had his name is the Formula One League or whatever.
yeah,
Like it'd be different if like they were both like his is like French. Like no one
Yeah.
from
yeah,
ours is gonna go over there and probably race there more than one race.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're literally just, dude. If I went to a
'Cause
French
the
Fortnite
language
league,
barriers too.
oh, dude, that's the issue. Because like you don't understand any French unless you had French class. Like, yeah, that's it. I mean, like, I don't Mom, do you understand any French? That's it. Oui. That's it.
Got it.
Okay. Great. Okay. That's wonderful. That's a, yep, language barrier. That's exactly what we're talking about. So.
I love how this turned to a podcast.
Yeah, honestly, I loved how it did as well. Honestly, this is pretty funny.
Oh
But,
yeah, we were gonna have a podcast and everything on my server.
I'm
Dude,
thinking of doing
want-
a talk show. I want to do one. We were thinking of doing it, and they were like,
The thing with
What are we
mine,
gonna
I
do?
actually wanted it to be like the NASCAR YouTube channel. Like we have the talk shows after
yeah.
post race, talking about what happened.
That's also the issue with your league. I remember every single time someone won, they would just dip, unless.
Yeah, that was a problem. Like
Trumpet.
I want to have more.
Sorry,
more-
sorry.
I wanted to have more interaction, but
I remember like every single time we would go and do like a race or whatever, and someone would win and they would just dip, and I'm like, bro, if I won, I'd be like, I'm answering every single question they ask me because I love doing that.
doing 10,000 burnouts.
Bro, I'd do 10,000
Oh, we
burnouts
used to
even
do.
if I lose.
remember we used to do victory lane celebrations.
You did victory lane celebrations,
Mm-hmm.
man.
Everyone go to victory lane, do the clapping emote.
Oh, dude, that's pretty funny. Cause I remember when I won my first race. I think it was actually, yeah, I think it was Dr. Pepper, or whatever. Bro, I was so happy. Like, I was jumping up and down, like hysterically, because of the fact I won my first race and stuff. And I'm like, dang, okay, you know, I won. And like people are like, oh, you know, it's Fortnite racing or whatever. But it's like people take that stuff seriously. It's like, for example, it's like, you know, esports and stuff are like, it's kind of like that. I mean, yes, it's different. You know, you make money in esports and stuff, but like when you're going out there and, you know, racing competitively and you have points and stuff you have to keep track of, you actually feel like you're driving in a real league. So it feels pretty cool.
And I never, for mine, I don't know if I never really wanted to bring the knockout playoff system. Like I went with the chase system.
Yeah, I
What
like
I
the
have
chase.
now.
I do. Yeah. The chase system is honestly, in my opinion, it's better. But there's some things I like about the you know, the NASCAR playoff system.
This current one, I do like how like
Yeah.
playoff points carry over and stuff.
I agree. Yeah.
only
I wish
problem
it
is
carried over to the
final
championship in my opinion.
final
That's the only
race.
issue. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
But then you're gonna get the situation where Harvick's 1 point out. If he wrecks the person in front of him, he wins the championship, and you're gonna have someone wreck to get the championship if you do points. I feel like.
Also, I
But
was
then
really.
again,
It's like,
you could literally just wreck someone on the final lap, get the championship.
yeah, honestly, yeah, you really could. I mean, that's the thing. Have you heard about how there's possible talks that they might make Bristol the championship race? Did you hear about
That okay. If it's in November, that's gonna be cold.
that? Dude, that's what I said. I'm like, dude, you need to get a freaking, and not a day race, because dude, day race Bristol. I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but night race is where it's at. Like, there's nothing that could beat a night race at Bristol.
I think Auto Club could be a good finale one day.
I swear, like Bristol, like in my honest opinion, I think Bristol, like 100%, is the best NASCAR track. I don't care what anyone says. It is the best NASCAR track on the schedule.
I feel like Homestead is the best mile and a half.
Okay, I can agree with that. I think that's reasonable.
I feel like they should run Homestead as a finale while it's in its prime, because there's going to be one day it's going to become Atlanta. The track's going to be falling apart. We're going to have to repave it.
I think it's with every track, though, honestly, if you think about it. So it's
but
it
right
sucks.
now you could use Homestead while it's still a good track.
Mom, are you here? Hold up. Is she like behind this thing? I don't even know. Hold on. I keep thinking I hear her, but I don't. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. All right. So, yeah. So, like, back to what I was saying though. So, like, NASCAR and stuff. Who is your championship for? Who do you think is gonna make the championship for, in your opinion? Right now.
I think it's gonna be Larson, Truex, Hamlin, and then I say it's between Elliott and Blaney.
Okay, I respect that. I think honestly, it's gonna be okay. In my opinion, I think Truex is probably gonna like miss out on the championship for it. And the reason why I think that is because I either think Logano's gonna get a Mickey Mouse win or something at Kansas or something, or whoever wins Kansas is just gonna go to the next round, whatever. My real question is, why is Texas in the playoffs? Like, please, I just want to know. I really like why let's talk about the 2022 NASCAR schedule. I don't understand why they made it so that Richmond is out of the playoffs. Like, yes, I get it's not the best track in terms of playoff racing and stuff. It's not better than Bristol. It's not better than Martinsville. It's not better.
It still has 2 dates. Don't complain.
I know, but it's Watkins. You're at Watkins Glen. Like, that produces like one of the best racing ever, dude. Like, such a good track. Watkins Glen is one of the best tracks in the schedule as well. I love Watkins Glen because, yes, it's massive, right? But like the racing it produces, I mean, dude, the fact we got to see Chase Elliott start from the back, and he literally had he blew his tire or whatever, and he still somehow makes it to the front and tries to catch Larson. He couldn't, but like that kind of racing is exciting in my opinion. So
from Watkins Glen,
yes,
yeah.
that's why I love Watkins Glen because the stuff like that. Like, it is so fun to watch.
When I was watching that race, I'm like, I was impressed to see Chase. I remember he spun out or something.
Yeah, no, he didn't spun out. He blew it like he spun his tire, or it was something like that. Yeah, like he blew his tires. Splat spire his tires. Yeah, exactly. That's
I saw him pit. I'm like, oh, is he gonna go a lap down? And then I just see him zoom by. I'm like, okay, he's gonna be behind. Then I see him slowly catch back up and slowly get more.
Were you scared that he was gonna pass Larson? Were you scared about that?
I mean, I'm like, if he gets a Truex with them to go, it might be a chance that happens. But then it's like with 5 to go, you could from where I was in the stands, you could see the gap. I'm like, he's barely gonna get there if at all.
Yeah, I think if Chase had like 5 more laps, he definitely was gonna catch up to Larson. Do you agree on that?
That was a short race. I
wish it was a longer race. I mean, I wish Watkins Glen had a longer race, in my opinion, for that race. Because, dude, that would have been such a good finish with Larson and Chase, the 2 teammates battling it out. Like, that is the fun stuff there. Yeah, so I love how we literally turned from talking about Fortnite and stuff to talking about NASCAR. Like, that is literally, like, we started talking about Fortnite, about, the state of it, the collabs and stuff. And then now we're basically talking about, then we talked about how Fortnite racing and stuff, and then we're talking about NASCAR now. So, What is your dream NASCAR schedule, or like your dream championship, or playoffs, I should say, really, in terms of that? Well, what are your playoff,
I'm not sure.
your dream schedule? I'd say do it the way it is, okay? But like, listen, so you have Martinsville, obviously cutoff race, whatever, yeah, whatever, right? That makes sense. And then so, I think honestly Bristol could be the championship race, but I think Homestead is just home for the championship race. I don't think Phoenix deserves a championship race. The only reason I got it is because of renovations. That's literally it.
Yeah, that's what I say.
That's literally it. I'm sorry. The only reason why it's got that is because of renovations, and the reason why is just because, well, it's Phoenix, it's ISM, whatever, and they got all these renovations, so therefore NASCAR is going to go to the newest and most renovated track recently. So, I mean, dude, if they made Bristol the championship race, dude, they would have a sold out crowd. Like, that would be the most fun race of the season, 100%, because not only are those drivers scared for their life, but there's going to be beating and banging on that track. It's just going to be incredible because people, not only they're going to be fighting for spots and stuff, but they're going to also be fighting for positions and stuff, because whoever gets to the front is probably going to win the championship, if you're in those championship 4, obviously. But with it being, I mean,
but then you could have that one person.
I mean, you could even make Bristol the championship cutoff race, for all I know. I mean, you could do Bristol, and you can make Martinsville, for God's sake, another. Like, there's so many races you can make as cutoff races. Like, it's funny because Bristol, dude, it is such a good track. It's fit for anything. I mean, it could do playoffs, it could be the championship, it could be any freaking race, and it would just produce incredible racing. That's why it's the best track on the schedule. It literally looked like old Bristol out there. Like, that's what I love. When they put PJ1, I think, at the bottom, right? Is that what they did? They made it so good. That was amazing. Like, it was perfect. So,
I mean, I like multi-groove Bristol.
Yeah. Hello?
Hi.
You just went quiet. Just completely quiet. What was that?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, continue talking.
Hi. Yeah, with multi-lane Bristol, I like it better.
You agree? So like, you like the Bristol that we raced at now, like the one that we just raced at the multi.
Like, it starts on the bottom, then you work up to the top.
Yeah. So I remember I was at a concert, and like the race or whatever started. I thought it was gonna get rained out or whatever, and I was like, oh, sick, okay. And so then I get, my phone's at like 5% or whatever. And I was just like, the cool thing I love about the NASCAR app is you can like look at the speeds and stuff. And I looked at, so Larson, I think, started 5th or whatever. No, he started like 7th, or he started on the pole, didn't he?
At where?
Bristol. Or no, he didn't start on the pole. Where did he start?
Truex and Hamlin in the front row, I think.
Okay, yeah, then I think it was, Chase 3rd or 4th, I think. And then 6 was like a Larson, I think. I think I could be wrong on that. I'm not 100% sure. And then I think what happened was like, I remember I was watching it, and like the laps at Bristol, dude, they go by so quickly. That's what I love about it. Like, I remember when I was there in person, if you are like up close or just even in the Coliseum or whatever, your ears, oh my God, dude, like, you need headphones, because, dude, you are not going to be able to talk to someone next to you because of how loud it gets. Because they're going, nyum, 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 and then you literally, like, 2 seconds later, nyum, nyum. Like, you literally can't even get a second to like, take your headphones off and relax.
At Watkins Glen, it's like, once all the cars go through turn 1, you have, like, maybe a 30-second quiet.
Yeah. I bet that's nice.
It's so cool to see them come through the like last corners. Like,
yeah, you sat on the front stretch, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think it's 9 and 10.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
You just seeing them dive to that corner, like go through that little short stretch, and they come on the front straightaway. It's so cool to see them go like.
I wish your camera wasn't dog crap, and so I could actually see it.
I know. I was thinking getting a good camera for it so I could actually record it.
You should get the GoPro, the new one. That would be cool, honestly. Get like the GoPro accessory pack. I mean, you're literally you have a ton of money, so. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. And then you have a PC, so like what you could do maybe, or you can even get a PC. I mean, dude, you can get so much stuff, honestly. You really could.
Yeah, just watch him go. Just go. You could.
Yeah.
you can see some of the S's from where
Yeah.
I was sitting.
I have a question. At Watkins Glen, can you like walk around?
Yeah, you could go the whole infield except there's a gate in front of the pit road, obviously.
No, I'm saying like if you could like so, could you like walk around the whole track while they're racing, like Road America? You know how that is?
I think you can.
Because I would love to do that. I would love to just walk around the track and go
I
through
know
the
you can go
S's
to the
and go
infield.
through
You
the
can
bus
go
stop
to.
and yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can because there's RV parking spots all over there.
Dude, that'd be so fun. So I honestly have so many ideas for next year. I'm probably gonna go to probably gonna go to Martinsville. That's like 100% sure. Probably gonna go to probably gonna go to Charlotte. And I'm probably gonna go to. I'm probably gonna go to Richmond as well. And then I'm gonna go to. What is the other track? Oh God, I'm trying to think. I think Daytona as well, maybe, or Darlington actually.
Ooh,
So
Darlington.
yeah, Darlington. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I think Darlington produces good night racing. Day racing, not so much. That's my opinion though. So yeah. What are your thoughts on daytime Darlington?
It's fine.
Do you prefer night or day?
I prefer night.
Okay, I'm
Day's
glad.
not the worst in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly though, like it's ridiculous the fact that the fact that we literally go and talk about the Fortnite storyline and talk about how, what we're gonna do. Oh, also we forgot what will we do to rewrite the season? I think honestly we're probably gonna end this podcast soon because I'm literally my throat's starting to hurt and my throat has been hurting. I've been sick recently if y'all didn't know. But so let's kind of wrap it up with this podcast and stuff, and then we'll keep talking off camera. But so like, what is the thing that you would do the most to the storyline or to like this season? So like, rewrite the season completely. What is it that you would
I
change?
don't really have anything I'd probably do to it because I don't really care that much about Battle Royale anymore.
Wow. Okay, but I'm saying if you're an Epic developer, right, and you're looking at the game, the state of it, what would you do? Like, because you said XP's horrible, right? That's one thing, right?
I'd make XP a lot more easy to get.
Oh yeah, how
just
do you feel about them,
because-
debuffing XP and imposters and stuff like that? How do you feel about that?
I mean, I see why they do it because I guess there's a lot of people that are like level 200 already.
Yeah.
That's a bit too fast.
But I think also the reason why is because you can't get XP at all in Battle Royale. I think that's the main reason why they're going to imposters in the first place. So, yeah, I think it's the main issue. But, yeah, honestly, though, like, for me, definitely buff XP. They're going to do that on September 28th, which is next Tuesday, so that's good. But I hope they buff it, like, a crap ton. They do give us challenges and stuff because, dude, the amount of XP we've lost from, like, the challenges we've been doing. And also fix the challenges. That's another thing because that's a massive issue, really, think about it. So fix that, and then fix some other things as well, and then the season's just perfect. So, yeah. Also, I think change the map. That's a big thing. Damage Steamy a bit. Damage Dirty. Damage Coral at least. I mean, damage Boney like that. Those POIs have been there for so long. Even Cyber PK said it. The amount of map changes there has been from Chapter 1 to. I mean, not Chapter 1, sorry. Season 1, Chapter 2, to Season 8, Chapter 2 is kind of sad because you look at it and there's literally been no changes at all. There's been absolutely no changes, so it kind of sucks at least. So, yeah, I think honestly, definitely do some map changes. Do what they said they were going to do, where Epic, there's some like talks about how they might make it so that Coral has some sort of IO facility inside of it, but no, it doesn't now. So, yeah, I mean, I don't like the idea of what's going with right now. I guess they're trying to do the cube thing. There's actually rumors that the whole cube and the gold cube and the purple cube or whatever, the OG cube, are it's like a reference to Naruto or whatever. And I'm like, are you serious? So, God help us all. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to this this podcast. I wasn't really planning on doing an hour and 4-minute and 20-second podcast, but man, this has been fun. So thank you to Commander for joining me today. Maybe we'll do these more often. This was really fun, honestly. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I Anyway, my PayPal's open. You could pay me for time
Okay.
after the video. And
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, totally
wait,
not saving up for my.
Wait, what? That was supposed to be on video. Did you cut it yet? Oh wait.
No, I
Um,
didn't cut it. No. I didn't cut it.
I'm gonna have to go now. Um,
Okay then. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like Commander has left, and just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the podcast here. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoy, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Also, please subscribe to Commander down below. Go support his maps. Go support him as a content creator. He's the guy who builds NASCAR tracks. I'm more of the circuit type of person. Totally don't get carried by the Swayzes, but we're just going to let that slide. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it for the support on the channel recently. It's been absolutely incredible. We've been getting subscribers and viewers left, right, and center, so I really appreciate it. But yeah, if you did enjoy, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and as always, have a great rest of your day, evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time you see in the world. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, peace.